DJ played some more. Oh, one night to remember, yeah. Till the dawn breaks, till we see another day. No, I got the rhythm. I know you like my rhythm. And dance to my rhythm. I am the cocky and dog. 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 Yeah. I am the cocky and dog. I am the cocky and dog. I am the cocky and dog. This one's for you, especially for you. You might think you don't know how to dance, but you know how to move. So throw your hands in the air like this. Oh yeah, blow it up in the air like this. Kaenda kakienda, kakiendaga. Tuende tukienda, tukiendaga. Kaende kakigo, kakienda. Kaende kakienda, tuende tukienda.
Hey good people, good morning to everyone except Ron DeSantis and hateful Republicans in Florida. They can go to hell on a scholarship if you have been following the news lately. But let's start on a positive note. I am Tashira of Politics and Fashion. If it's your first time around these parts, hey girl, hey. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, and today's video is going to be a vlog. I definitely wanted the new folks who are part of the tribe to have a chance to get to know a little bit more about me personally. So today seemed like a great day to get that started. It is a Wednesday. My friend Margot is coming into town. We are going to have breakfast after I get my hair cut, do some work, and then we have a very, very exciting evening, y'all. We are going to be on the news. Talking about the anniversary of George Floyd's murder, which sounds so... I don't know if to say the anniversary of someone's murder doesn't sound right, but alas, in the era of state-sanctioned violence, that is what it is. And so we're going to talk a bit about our views on what has happened since that time, where we're headed, and what true allyship or co-conspiratorship looks like in the movement for Black Lives. For folks who do not know, I have a podcast called Justice with my best friend Margot Lindauer, and she and I are both reformed attorneys. After that, my friends Dominique and Donnie get married on Thursday, and then Friday kicks off Black Pride weekend in the DMV. So we got a lot of good stuff going on. Now let me just say that you're going to see a lot of queerness, queer love throughout this entire vlog. I am part of the house and ballroom scene. Specifically, I am part of the Comme des Garçons family. So we'll be going to a picnic with some of my housemates and possibly even get to meet the founder of my house. But with that said, the last time that I tried to start to vlog, last Black Pride, I actually stopped in the middle of it because randomly I got a hateful comment that was on a much older video about my lifestyle. And I was just in a very, very tender place, and so it sent me, y'all. And I said, if y'all can't handle this part of my life, then this whole thing can get shut down, okay? And I meant that sincerely. I'm still 10 toes down on that one. But I feel stronger, and hopefully this video will not elicit any hateful commentary. If it does, I just have to say that the tribe don't play about me, and I appreciate that love and support. So Lord knows, if you were dealing with homophobia, transphobia, or any phobia in between, you may want to log off now because they're gonna empty the clip on you down in the comments. I'm just saying. Otherwise, we would love to have you around these parts. And that's the last disclaimer I will be doing of that type, because I think to even have to say that almost gives the hatred a little bit too much of a platform on this channel. So moving forward, let's talk about what we are going to get into today. As I mentioned, I am going to get my hair cut. I actually don't need a haircut, y'all, like at all. But I want my part to be crispy on the nude so when my grandma see me, can be given a vibe. So this morning you saw me do the last few steps in my skincare routine. I have been loving the niacinamide from Kiehl's, which I told you all about. I will definitely link that down below. It helps with oiliness and also large pores. Don't leave the house without an eye cream for sure. And my favorite moisturizer lately is one that has sunscreen in it. That is a mattifying moisturizer by Dr. Murad that I got during the Sephora sale. So with all that said, I then put on some of the Yummy cream. It's almost like a very light BB cream and also a primer in some ways by Danessa Myricks. Is that her name? I hope I need that lady's name. I think that's her name. And I actually got it from my mom for Mother's Day and she loves it. So we both have been doing like this no makeup look with it. And I just put on a little bit of mascara and a lip because I think I'm going to breakfast with Margot afterwards and I wanted to at least have a little something going on, okay? I am wearing the Loewe sweater. It is definitely cool here in the DC Metro today, as well as a pair of faux leather high-rise pants. These are old from Zara. I am going to put on my Zara Flame boots, grab the Loewe puzzle bag, and then get out the door so that I am not late. It has been taking me quite some time to get into the city lately. I don't know what's going on, but traffic has been horrendous. So I will see y'all on the other side. All right, friends, I actually changed my shoes because of my twerking accident. My toe, that toe still ain't at 100%. So I couldn't wear shoes with a narrow toe box, especially if I'm gonna try to wear heels tonight. The last thing I want is for y'all to see me stumbling across the stage at FOX5. So let's go through the look head to toe. I am wearing the Fendi Cat Eye Sunnies. Same, just, you know, low-key ears. In the first ear, the first hole is my Idol diamond studs. This is my Dior choker. Nature the Label, black on label necklace. I love to double these up. It's called a Bad Bee Collabo. As I mentioned, the Loewe sweater, Zara pants, and the boots are by Takovas. Today's fragrance is going to be MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. And then I already told you all my tan bag, and that is the look. I have no idea what I'm going to wear for the show tonight, or if it's live. I tend to wait until the last minute to find out all the details about things like this. Not because I want my life to be in shambles, but because I convince myself that if I know too much, I'll get stressed. It really probably is just a tool of procrastination. Y'all let me know if y'all do that as well. Nevertheless, let me get out of here.
Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. If that nigga broke, then make that ass freeze. We ain't shaking ass for niggas with no cheese, and we ain't pulling up for niggas with no keys. I don't wanna drink what
Okay, Liz.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm about to be on the news, girl.
Okay.
So you standing in front of my camera. Okay.
Well, it shouldn't be here anyway. I didn't sign a consent.
No, you did. You just
Go ahead. Yes.
I would like just a little smooth situation.
So nothing, not too short.
At all. Freshen up the part, please.
Yep.
And then I wanted something new with my sideburns. I want them to just kind of
Go straight down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of like
No slanty. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So just the graze up here.
Exactly.
Throw the line in,
Here.
and that's it.
That's it.
All right.
I just got my hair cut. Well, freshened up. I actually think I'm gonna start going weekly. I don't know. I just want to jump out here as my best self all summer long. You know what I mean? It's the start of white toenail season. And so it's not that far of a drive from my house, and my barber is one of my closest friends, so it works out. If you know anything about DC, my barber is the Lady Clipper. Her shop is at about 15th and U. The U Street corridor is a pretty popular part of town. It is where I'm going for a late breakfast with Margot, who is getting off her plane very soon. And my friend Bernice is coming with her baby, Marco. So I get to see Marco today. Let's go. I think I'll probably have a coffee and send some emails before they arrive. I'm early. Can you believe it? Friend is here. Is this what you're wearing for the show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, do you see that my face is really clean?
It's glowing.
Yeah, because we're gonna have so much makeup on tonight.
Exactly. I said the same thing, so I don't have any makeup on either, just a lip. Margot's getting a blowout. I got my hair cut. Obviously, these are the priorities. I've also worked on the outline.
I
was about to say that. I've been sitting here reviewing our outline as well and adding a few points. Do you think we should actually talk more about police reform or abolition or defund? Because we didn't add that anywhere.
So, yes, but so I've been thinking a lot about that, and I just am not sure if this audience is ready for the term abolition and defund, right? But I'm open to it.
Because I don't think that we hit hard enough on the solution or the next steps.
Okay.
Right? Like we talk about allyship.
What about diverting funding? So like not full defund, but like
divest invest.
Like divest from community policing and into community-based agencies.
And I also think like maybe you should use the term demilitarization, because that's also the problem. What do you think? Like there's no universal standard or measure. All right, y'all. We're about to get into it. We will chat with y'all soon. Houston, we have a baby.
How old is he?
3 months.
Hi, look at him smiling. Yes. He's brilliant. It's obvious. Yes.
Yeah.
It's clearly obvious.
Like, just look at him grabbing.
Yeah, it's all in his eyes. Look at these fine motor skills. I'm here with my baby and my surrogate, Bernice. Bernice, thank you for all of your hard work bringing Marco into the world.
Marco really likes me.
She said my surrogate girl.
No, I really feel like me and Marco resemble.
Nope, not at all.
Checking in, y'all. Breakfast was really good. We saw Bernice and baby Marco. Marco
baby
swears,
Marco, who loves big Margot.
I knew that was coming. Margot swears that Marco loves her the most. So now we are headed to get Margot a blowout. And then we are
Which we don't do at Lady Clippers because they don't have hair dryers.
Why do you always put an S on the end of the shop?
It's Lady Clippers.
No, it's not.
A Lady Clipper?
Yes.
Leslie is the
Lady Clipper.
Clippers.
Yes. And so, no, they don't do those there. But I got my fresh part, as you can see. And we are freshly made up. I'm wearing the Alice and Olivia suit. Em is wearing Buseo. Oh, wait, I know them. They do all these amazing, like, yeah. Oh, this is amazing. And it's like an organza.
And look, everyone, it's like kind of see-through up here, but kind of linen-y cotton on the bottom. And
the flow. We'll make sure that you guys see a full body shot. Margot asked me for a slip. So, do you have a slip? Look, I'm from the South. Of course I have.
Is that a Southern thing?
Oh, absolutely. I would wear a slip even if the item wasn't sheer. I just thought you were supposed to wear a slip all the time.
My grandma always wore a slip.
See? So it's a generational thing too. All right, good people. We'll see you in a minute. We're here and I'm gonna do a quick lip. Okay, I have this MAC chestnut lip pencil on its last leg, but it's my favorite brown. And then I like to kind of blot it so it doesn't give the like early 90s fly girl very dark lip. We are going to do a nude by the lip bar. This is actually a matte color. I'm gonna put a gloss on top of it though, y'all. This little compact mirror comes from Cloth and Paper, by the way, a black-owned stationery brand. This FOX5 building is absolutely beautiful. And right now we are in the, what is this called?
Green room.
The green room. I should know this as a burgeoning media mogul.
This is a lip. It's by Ilia.
What's it called? What's the color?
Run Away. Balm. Wow. I need glasses. Balmy Tint Hydrating Lip Balm.
Thank you, Margot, for your lip of the day. And then you're gonna put a little that glossy gloss on it. Ooh, you better show out. You better. All right, I'm gonna put some more. I'm using a new lash glue, y'all, and I like it because it's on a brush, but my lash keeps lifting. So y'all tell me what's your favorite lash glue, because this lash is lifting just a bit. But I always wear Ardell Wispies, so we gotta fix that before we're on camera talking about state-sanctioned violence and my lash fall off. But otherwise, we can only film in this area for obvious good reason, and we will come back and let you know how it goes. By the time we go live, this video goes live, you would have already seen me, hopefully, but if I can link it, I will do so down below. Wish us luck.
Nice.
Sorry, I was trying to do my pitch.
All right, y'all, so we just had our 5 minutes of fame. How did we do, Jim?
Well, first of all, I think it was like 8, which is good. We had more time.
3 extra minutes.
You can never get that on local TV though, where we get a chance to have a conversation. I thought you guys did great, and it was a real conversation to have, because I think the most important thing that we should do is have conversations, tough conversations. And I said this in the segment, but these days, everybody online says, I'm right, you're wrong, and the rest of you can go to hell.
And you just, yes,
right.
And everyone is just seeing their own echo chamber.
That's it, yeah.
Right, so no one is, I mean, or people are just blocked.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, you get into an argument and then it's over.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we are excited. You all make sure you tune in to Justice and obviously FOX5. Check us out. Thank you, Jim, for having us.
Thank you so much.
We
really
will
nice meeting you
post
both.
the link on
everything.
On everything.
Yeah.
And link to Jim.
Link to me.
Yes.
All right. You know that in 2022, that was a record-breaking year for state-sanctioned violence. That's the word that Margot and I prefer to use. And we were only a year outside of protests at that time. And so we still have a tremendous amount of work to do. But I think what encourages us is what we hear from our community all the time, which is that we are standing in allyship and co-conspiratorship.
When people talk about the effects of George Floyd and what that case and what the reaction left behind, what do you think has been the biggest national impact?
So, Jim, I think that there has been objectively an increase in awareness around state-sanctioned violence, what we like to say, and individuals dying at the hands of law enforcement. There has also been an increase in an effort in what has often been called allyship. And allyship kind of runs the gamut.
Good morning, good people. I am sweating profusely under my arms. I just got off a live on IG after starting my morning with some journaling, affirmations, and I decided, just the spirit hits me, y'all. Sometimes I plan my lives, but sometimes I don't. I just want to be in community with people. And so I've been anointed the High Priestess of Thoughtlandia. If you follow me over on Instagram, if you don't, you should. I am the shepherder, the convener, the facilitator of White Toenail Season, okay? And that is a time period between Memorial Day and Labor Day, where I believe it is a celebration of Black women in films, our bodily autonomy, our right to pleasure in all forms, our ability to do some thought shit, I like to say, and most importantly, the time where we just run pockets. We breaking banks. We're requiring that something be spent on us. And so I started my live today with a visual aid, because I think these things are important. We have so many visual learners in the world, and I want to make sure that my pedagogy caters to all audiences, those of us who may be neurodiverse, who consume information in different ways. We may do some breakout sessions next live. But nevertheless, what I wanted to share with y'all is that Mark Zuckerberg is a hoe, and not in a good way. Because they cut my live off because I was playing music. I'm like, and then they deleted it. So this man can go to hell on a scholarship. All right. Yesterday, you saw Margot and I down at FOX5 with Jim Loke. That was, I feel like, a very well-needed and cathartic conversation. It was something that had been, I know, in my heart and mind for quite some time. And just thinking about George Floyd, today is the actual anniversary of his death. It's been 3 years, his murder. I just feel like being able to stand in the need for change and to do so with a co-conspirator like my BFF Margot makes me believe that I am placing my grain of sand on the scales of justice. And so the work continues, the movement for Black Lives continues, all right? And we are in a very perilous time. The NAACP actually issued, at the time of me filming this, y'all, a travel advisory for Black folks, not to a country outside of the United States, but to Florida, okay? Ron DeSantis can join Mark Zuckerberg going to hell on a scholarship. All right. We have so much going on from this point forward, okay? Today are my friends Donnie and her soon-to-be wife, Dominique's wedding, okay? And then on Friday, I think it is the official tomorrow, Pride kickoff. And we are going to jump out here and just get down with my house. We have a meet and greet that I'm going to. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a lot of cookouts and just good fun, both for the Memorial Day weekend, but also for Black Pride in the city. And we'll see where the rest of the weekend takes us. Hopefully, I'll be sober enough to continue to vlog. Pray for me. Now, you know I'm limiting my alcohol. I am. But it's Pride weekend, and I don't believe in absolute denial and restriction. So let's see how this thing goes, all right? I have on this Nicole Lionel dress, one of my favorite dresses that I got from her, a Black-owned brand, a while ago. I don't think it's still available, but if I can find it, I will definitely link it. And right now, what I'm about to do is get some work done. I have a call coming up at noon. And then after that, I have to, well, actually before that, I have to start getting dressed for this wedding because I'm back to back until I have to leave for the wedding, okay? I think you all are caught up. I will check back in with you when I have all the glam on for the wedding. And of course, y'all are coming with us to the wedding. Hey y'all, so we are at Dominique and Donnie's wedding. The ceremony was absolutely beautiful. And now we are at cocktail hour. It's wrapping up, as you can see, and we're about to head to dinner. Let me show you the wedding OOTD. We're at a space called Brookside Gardens in Maryland, and it is stunning. My dress is from Rent the Runway. I will link it down below because I made sure that you can link it. I absolutely love it, girl. And look at the best part. It has pockets. My shoes are by Sam Edelman. Y'all have seen these before. They are the lavender heels. They're super comfortable. As you can see, we're outside and I've been able to walk in these. The bag is the Fendi Micro bag, and the earrings are by Zara. And that is tonight's OOTD. Let's get to the dinner and the reception.
Up and down, making runs, girl. Makes it hard to see you lately. I know it seems like I'm out here having fun, girl, but I can't lie. Been missing you, you've been on my mind all of this time. That's why I just wanna give it to you. 'Cause you're the only thing I think about. I promise we gon' go a couple rounds.
Hey good people, as y'all saw, the wedding yesterday was litty. I'm talking about absolutely amazing. I am so happy and proud of my friends. Everything was absolutely exquisite. I promise y'all, there is only now 2 weddings that I will remember for the rest of my life. The first was my cousin's back home in Florida. And now Dominique and Donnie. Everything from the actual ceremony, which I couldn't film because it was an unplugged ceremony. Totally respect that and appreciate it. To the cocktail hour where they had a live violinist and it was in this beautiful garden. Small bites to nibble on, wine, beer. And then they had a station where you could get haiku and a station where they were doing live caricature drawings. Just the thoughtfulness of this. Oh, and there were also... they're called parasols, umbrellas to keep you out of the sun. There were fans that were printed. I am just over the moon and just again like admiration, adoration of an epic ceremony. So I will make sure, however, that I link Donnie's information down below for sure because she is a DJ. When I tell you my sis came out with 3 looks, the 3rd look was a short dress, honey, bedazzled on their ass and got behind the DJ booth. When was the last time you went to a wedding and the bride DJ'd? And then the other bride was the hype woman. It was just on some epic shit. Everybody had a grill in their mouth. I just was beside myself at the display of excellence. Right now, though, it is about 10 a.m., y'all. That is a lie. I don't even know why I said that. My last 2 calls that I had were back to back. One of them was at 10. So maybe that's why I said that. But what I meant to say is it is around 11:45. I have to be out of here at 12 because I am heading across town to an appointment. I'm getting some services for a brand partnership. So check out for that over on Instagram. I won't reveal it here yet because I want y'all to see it over on Instagram. And then after that, I'm going to come back home, y'all, and we are going to head out to the meet and greet for my house for Black Pride weekend. So we're keeping the party going. Hopefully this vlog will not be too long. I am wearing today my Ruslan Baginski hat. This hat really hasn't gotten any love in a while. I don't even know if I wore it last spring or summer. I'm gonna put on a pair of sunglasses because I don't have on any makeup. So I want to do something a little oversized. Don't know what that might look. Ooh, this is giving cop. Okay, let's see. So that wasn't it. Do we go cat eye? I can appreciate that. I think that brings a little I'm trying to say modernity. That sounds like Moderna. That's too much. That's way too much. Okay, last option. Let's see what it's giving. Oh, you know what I'm gonna wear? You know what I'm gonna put on? I have my Fendi's in my purse, but I'll bring these as a backup just in case. Pink dress is from Zara. You all would have seen this in the Morocco vlog. I don't have on the right kind of bra, so I need to go and change that very quickly. I'm just going to wear a pair of flat sandals so that I can be comfortable. You know what I'm probably going to put on? My another Morocco fade, because I haven't actually worn these yet. So the yellow slide. So we got pink going, we got yellow going. The toenails, of course, are white. I'll make sure I show you a full OOTD, however, full body in just a moment. But for right now, sis, I gotta get up out this house. So let's go.
I got the rhythm. You got the...
We are back. I am back. The queen has been here all day. She is lounging on her throne. I must have interrupted her. Sorry, oops. So I came home to a PR box. I got either a DM or an email from the kind people at, y'all please forgive me, but I have never known how to pronounce the name of this brand. I always say L'Occitane, but something tells me that it's wrong. I also noticed that the box has Braille on it, which is great for accessibility purposes. But it is a PR gift. Let me know down below how to pronounce the name. I have used their body products and their hand cream for years, particularly the almond line of the body gels and oils, and also the hand creams, as I mentioned. So let's see what we got. Hi to Shire, hope all is well and happy spring. We want to send along some of our fan faves to enjoy, especially as we enter the warmer months. These well-loved Provençal products come from the south of France and offer a truly sensorial escape from the winter months. We can't wait to hear what you think. It's a little card. That's super cute. And let's see. Now y'all know I love a well-wrapped gift. See what's in, oh. See what's in there. I was just mentioning this. This is a shower oil and it smells delightful. And when it comes in contact with water, it kind of becomes milky. It emulsifies and it keeps your skin moisturized. It's not too heavy of a fragrance, but it has a light fragrance to it. These other products I've never heard of before. It's an overnight oil serum. I usually like to go heavy on the products and the moisture at night, so this is probably going to be really good. Ooh, look at what it looks like. Okay. We have Youth Skincare Enriched Emulsion for pores, fine lines, and plumpness. Let's see what this one looks like. Looks like it's part of the same line. That also looks delightful. These are both glass bottles, by the way. And then the last product is the hand cream. This is the OG Triple OG. So it's so funny because I picked up a few of these when I was in Paris at the duty-free shop. And this one, because I love to have them on my desk, my nightstand, and in my bathroom. But this one is huge. I've never seen one this big. That's what she said. This is huge. And what I love is 20% shea butter, by the way. What I love about the hand creams is that they don't leave your hands feeling like chalky. What I hate about a lot of moisturizers is that sometimes they leave your skin, your hands in particular, feeling like they have a residue on them. And at that point, I have to go and wash my hands again. I'm very particular about my hands. And this is a great product Many thanks, L'Occitane, for sending those things over. I am putting these two for sure in my back stock. I may gift them in my private community. If you're not part of the private community, now is the time for you to join. I keep right above you all an entire shelf of products to give away in the private community. So it is a great place to be because of our conversations, the exclusive content, but also monthly giveaways. I'm exhausted. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm tired. And I would love to just sit here, lay in bed, put on some YouTube videos, and relax until tomorrow. But it is no rest for the weary, child. We got to get out here. We got to twerk some. We got to shake some. It is Black Pride weekend. And as I mentioned to you all, I am headed to the first event that I will be attending with my house tonight. So let me go. The lighting is horrible, y'all, in my office today. I don't know what's going on. Let me go and take a shower and then beat this face. And the next time I see you, I will be ready for tonight.
Sun rays on my backseat when now I'm driving through city. Time stop when I'm with ya. So my time with you is endless, and I feel the way you're watching. I smile right back at you, and your energy is perfect. This is the love that I can't lose. Yeah, you and I are roaming free tonight. Celebrate love. This rocket ship of love, we on a brand new flight. Some doesn't seem too right lately. What's wrong with ya? Said please, won't you answer me? I pray that you're okay.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, you alright? I haven't heard from you in a couple hours. I'm kinda getting worried. Can you just call me when you get this? Okay, I love you. Bye.
Sun rays on my backseat when now I'm driving through city. Time stop when I'm with ya. So my time with you is endless, and I feel the way you're watching. I smile right back at you, and your energy is perfect. This is the love that I can't lose. Yeah. And the hardest part about your love is you won't be there soon. Back to my reality where I'm lost without you there. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. It's like you were just here the other day. I swear we were hanging out at my house. But now the sun is gone, and now your love is gone, your love is gone.
Hey good people, today is Monday. I got a summer fragrance with a gift card that I received for my birthday, and I don't love it. It's by Jo Malone, and I feel like it is a little bit too light. Like the scent isn't bold enough. And so while I do want something fresh, I want you to be able to smell it. Like that is a prerequisite for a fragrance. So I'm going to take that back to Saks. And also the last time I was in Bethesda, actually earlier in this vlog when Margot and I filmed at FOX5, I noticed that there is now an Anine Bing in Bethesda, and I was like, ain't nobody called and told me nothing. So folks who don't know, Anine Bing is a once model, now brand who specializes in kind of like a rocker wardrobe essential aesthetic. Think moto jacket, white tee, high-waisted ripped denim, and a pair of cowboy boots. Y'all know that's my vibe, right? So I want to run through there and see what they have, and then just work for the rest of the day. But I will definitely, if I pick up anything, let y'all know by the end of the video. Let me get out of here because Poops is going to be joining us today. Sis just got her press and curl. She's down at the salon. Okay, so I got to go pick her up, grab her sling because she's very poorly behaved. So grab her sling to put her in, and we about to get outside, and I will show you my OOTD. All right, today's look is brought to you by the Body Yaddy Yaddy. Summer's gonna get the body that winter is gonna give it, and that's where we are today. All right. So I'm wearing this shirt by Jacquemus. Y'all haven't seen this in a long time. It literally was in the back of my closet because it had some stains on the back. But you know what? It is what it is. I just gotta wear my clothes even through the stains. It is my Goyard choker. Same minimal earrings I have had on because I can sleep in these and it makes it easy to get up and go. I'm wearing this body chain belly chain by a black owned business called Nature the Label. My skirt is by Reformation. I got this pro tip in a size 10 so that it could fit the hips and the butt, and I had the waist taken all the way in. I am wearing on my feet my Bottega flats. These are kind of like the Lido flats because they have the square toe. Toes are white, of course, because it's white toenail season. And then we are going to throw on our Loewe bag, probably just a pair of simple sunnies, my Fendi sunnies, I'm thinking, and that is today's OOTD, to do a bit of shopping, some work in the city, and yeah, let's get out of here and go pick up Poops. This one is, what's this one called? This is like a rose vanilla?
Yeah, this is a lot rose.
Ooh, this is hard. Hey good people, today has been a day. Today has been todaying. It is Tuesday, the last day of this vlog. It's almost turned into a week-long vlog being that I started last Wednesday, and I really meant for it to be a weekend vlog, but alas, here we are. And I have no hot water and no power. I don't know how we all of a sudden made our way to an underdeveloped nation, but alas, here we are. And so there are major issues happening right now with the power company outside of my condo building. And they have told us that we cannot expect to have hot water or power until tomorrow. And I just ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not. So I'm currently looking for new residents for the next 24 hours, and as a result, I've actually cut my workday short. It is 2:48. There's not much I can do without internet, and I'm trying to cast it from my phone, but it's just the internet ain't internet. And so I said, you know what, if you can't beat them, join them. So I am business up top with my Support Black Women shirt on. This was a campaign shirt from Off-White before Virgil passed away, RIP to a real one. And on the bottom is a good old fanny pack. I love this. I wear this when I walk pooks. And also a pair of Nike running shorts. I'm not going for a run. We don't do that. But I am going for a nice aggressive walk. I walk about 2 miles a day. I have a loop that I like to walk near my home. So I'm going to walk, and I am going to get my nails done while I'm there. I've been feeling like I want to go back to tips. I rarely do that, y'all. I probably get tips like once every 3 years or so. But I got the itch again after I saw a dermatologist recently. I have a new dermatologist, and her nails were like almond shaped and natural. And they were painted nude, which is always my jam. And so I've taken a break from gel. I've been kind of doing my nails at home for the past 3 or so weeks. And so with a little bit of a break, I feel like I'm ready to jump out here and see what the acrylic hitting on. And so I just want to do something different for summer. So I'm about to go and get my nails done, do something natural. And in the meantime, however, let me share with you what I got yesterday, because the last time I saw y'all, I was in Bethesda. We first went to Saks. Let me just say that if you are from the DMV, then you might know we don't have the best shopping. We're not known for the fashions. But if I had to pull up somewhere to shop, it would probably be the Saks in Bethesda, because I do think that their contemporary women's department is one of the best, outside of a few, you know, boutiques here and there, of course, in the metro area. But department stores, definitely the best, in my opinion at least. And then also, Bethesda Row, which is a cute little shopping district in, I guess, downtown Bethesda, is trying to shake some. They're trying to do something over there, y'all. So right now, well, there has been for years this huge Anthropologie that also has their plant store called Terrain. There's a lot of great restaurants. There are smaller boutiques there. And they also are about to open a Reformation, and they just opened in Anine Bing. Love Anine Bing. So let me show you what I got first from Saks. I was using a gift card, as I think I mentioned, and I pulled up and I had to get the new MFK fragrance 724. I first smelled this, y'all, a couple months ago, I think in LA at the Webster. It had just come out. MFK fragrances come in 2 sizes. This is the smaller one. And the packaging is substantial. We love that. This is the bottle. And I just realized that the inside of the bottle actually has like a skyline. I've already put some on today, but you already know. I mean, why not? We need some for the second half of the day. Bye. Hit that back of that knee. You never know, somebody might be. It's white toenail season, honey. Hit the back of that knee. I like to do something real freaky that involves the knees. Let me show or tell you all what it actually includes as far as the scent notes. I'm going to look it up. So the smaller bottle is $170, and MFK fragrances come in 3 sizes. I've only seen 2, but this is a smaller size. This is when content creation goes wrong. This is the smaller size. We're going to put that down gently, okay? And that's $170. That's a lot of money. And I got this with a gift card. So I'm going to be thankful for our gifts and handle it kindly. The notes are white sandalwood, not to be confused with black sandalwood. I don't know if that exists, but white sandalwood smells delicious. And it is grown in India, China, and Indonesia. There are 2 varieties that are cultivated also in Australia and New Caledonia. Don't even know where that is, okay? It takes more than 50 years to obtain a tree that can be used in a perfumery. Its fragrance is woody, milky, slightly spicy, round, Ooh, come on, shapes. Soft and enveloping. I think that's true. All right. Other scent notes are aldehydes. I think I am pronouncing that correctly. Are synthetic compounds that have been used in perfumery since the beginning of the 20th century. They can evoke citrus smells, which I definitely get. Soapy smells or metallic smells. But I definitely feel like in this fragrance, it's giving off citrus. Actually, when I smelled it at first, I thought I got a hint of grapefruit. So that actually makes perfect sense. We got bergamot, which is known for its fruity edge in Earl Grey tea. I love a good bergamot. Le Labo makes the great bergamot. A bouquet of fresh white flowers. Jasmine from Egypt. I can smell that. And it ranges from orangey, floral, solar, fruity to animalic and spicy. Jasmine has an astonishing complex structure for such a fragile flower. And the last scent note is musk. Okay? All of these things, I think, is what makes MFK such a great luxury brand, that a fragrance can be so complex. And if you were looking for a summer fragrance, this is it. This is going to be what I am wearing all summer long. I love to have a unique fragrance for either a season or for travels because it really brings back great memories for me. So excited to have that one. Now let's move on to what I grabbed from Anine Bing. We can start with this. Y'all, I have a pea head. My head is small. But I saw this woman, shout out to her, in Georgetown the other day. And sis had on a suit and a baseball cap and a pair of sneakers. And I said, oh, you better. It was a vibe, okay? And I'd already been looking for a baseball cap that fit my head. And over at Anine Bing, I think we found it. Girl, you put on a hoop and a good, like, chunky situation of an earring. You put on a bold lip. Girl, what? Especially when you're between haircuts. If you're a bald head scallywag like me. I've started to get my hair cut every week, though, so I won't be having as much of that issue. But sometimes the part don't be crispy. And so I think this is going to be a nice addition to the wardrobe essentials capsule wardrobe for this season. Speaking of capsule wardrobe pieces, I have had for years a satin or a silk skirt from Anine Bing. It's one of the things that I kind of have made synonymous with the brand. They had this leopard silk skirt that went viral a couple years ago that everybody was after. 100 dupes were made after. I went for the black one. It is now too small because the hips are hipping. So I went up a size to a large and got me a black midi length silk skirt. I know it's not a whole bunch to look at, so hopefully you have seen the B-roll of me trying it on. The great part about Anine silk is that it's washable. At least I wash it on the gentle cycle, and it is very stretchy. This fits me high-waisted with a cute little crop top. I'm out the door. I think for this time of year, a silk piece, any silk piece is a necessary. But for my style of elevated simplicity, that is my style pillar that I talk about in my ebook, this is a wardrobe staple for sure, and I'm replacing one again that is too small. And the last thing that Anine is also known for is a good soft, like vintage style graphic tee. It feels like something you would sleep in. It's so soft. Like you would have to wash a t-shirt so many times for it to have this feel. In some kind of way, they just hit it out the park, out the door. I want you to see how it's almost transparent. Do you see that? And it has stretch as well. It feels so good. I feel like I got this in a smaller size. This is a small, y'all. And look how big this is. So they're definitely meant to be oversized. The front of it says, embody your truest form, Anine Bing. It has a serpent on it, which kind of is synonymous with her brand. The back has different cities, Los Angeles, New York, Paris, etc. And it says Anine Bing World Tour. For me, I would definitely actually throw this whole thing on as a look together and then put on a pair of sneakers or cowboy boots. This is a great airport look. I'm going to do an airport outfit video very soon. This is going to be one of the looks for sure. And because of the material, because it is a silk skirt, I already know that on my trips, what I'm probably going to do is wear this casually with a pair of sneakers, but also throw on the silk skirt with probably a crop top, a halter top, etc., and a heel. So it's the kind of thing that if you pack it, you get a lot of uses out of. So stay tuned to see how I'm going to style all 3 pieces. I will link everything that I got, including the fragrance, down below in the description box. And that is it, good people. Thank you so much for sticking around this long. I'm getting out of here before a heat stroke takes over my body, because I don't know how. It's summertime and the power has decided to go out. So before I go, please make sure you are tuned in to my podcast, Justice with my best friend, Law Professor Margot Lindauer, that you are caught up with my content here on YouTube, my podcast, and also that you are part of our private community. They actually saw this haul first. Depending on when this video comes out, they actually saw it the same day that I got it in real time. So if you're just seeing it now, you are late. Sorry about that, okay? But join us over in the private community for a good time. And subscribe to my channel. Give the video a big thumbs up if you loved it. And I will see you good people across the internet. Peace.